What's good? Hey, it's been going down here. It's been raining on Sloppy's head, boy. My goodness. Champagne Sloppy once again keeps bumping his head out here, man. It's been going wild, man. Fans have been responding. He went ahead and decided to go after one guy, and everybody jumped on his head for it. And he even sent me something. It's crazy. So I hope y'all ready, because Champagne Sloppy is now in the grease. Yeah, he out here with fake jewelry on. You got fake Tupac stuff flying around. None of it's making sense, Sloppy. None of it is making sense. And now y'all want to try me? Oh my goodness. I don't know what to say for you, Sloppy. That was a bad move. That's bad news. Why in the world and how many times do I have to prove? Sloppy, this is not the avenue you want to go down. You already taken L's. Do not come this way. Stay, let me say what I'm going to say and just go your way. Just don't think this is a great idea. This is not a good idea, Sloppy. It's really bad for you if this continues. Now, everybody say, roll the intro. Roll the intro. Your wish is my command. Hi, I'm Carcino. Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
No one knows Carcino and none of these.
There's so much going on in the world, and I'm just giving my 2 cents on it. Go in and do a raid at someone's house, but you don't have an arrest warrant for them. Now, remember I said up here when he had the Iceman coming out, and I said this man probably don't even know who Iceman George Gervin is. I'm like, he probably don't even know who Iceman Gervin is. He don't even know who the Iceman is. And we did the whole skit over here like, Iceman. No, I'm Iceman. I was like, he don't even know who Iceman is. I go back to Iceman King Parsons. He don't know any of it. I was like, he don't know about no George Gervin. So all of a sudden, I get this email from this crazy email, right? Then it's like this. Is Champagne Sloppy holding an Iceman jersey, smiling? I'm guessing this is recent. I don't know when he took it or whatever. But Sloppy is holding an Iceman jersey. And let's see what this is how crazy it is. It is autographed. There it is. We're here. Okay, we hear you, bitch boy. Okay, first, you spelled here completely different. Whoever this is, you must got Baka typing. We hear you, bitch boy, and we got it signed. And when we come back outside, big dog, we want that same energy. Hashtag never mad. Hashtag Iceman coming soon. Hashtag Iceman. Oh my God. If this ain't the lamest thing I've seen, why are you hashtagging in an email? You're not on our Instagram. Stop letting Baka do your work for you. You look ridiculous. Baka means idiot in Japan. This is what we talking about. Hashtags in the emails is crazy. That's what I'm saying. What are you trying to accomplish? Okay. Somebody told you about Iceman Gervin, and here you come with a jersey. Congratulations, buddy boy. What the hell you smiling about? You getting your ass whooped across the world, dog. What are you smiling about? You didn't know who George Gervin was till we made the video. Stop. But that lets you know right then and there, Sloppy is listening to everything that we do. Sloppy and his team is listening to everything we do. The Iceman cometh to court. So Sloppy, stop it, man. You making yourself look bad out here in these streets. That's what's going on right now. And the whole world can see it. When this trial is over and you end up losing all these millions of dollars, you got to pay out to these lawyers. We gonna see how it all plays out for you. Yeah.
They like us.
You getting trolled in Copenhagen by Eminem fan. You got Slim and them out here in Copenhagen, out here roasting you, singing Not Like Us. I didn't see you want to jump out the car to fight the little short kid. Where was your energy at him? But if he was black, you'll try to send your security to go over there and punch him. The writing's on the wall. I know, Twizzo, we was in here talking about that. Anybody who was here in the live, that's why that fool sent me that. So they watching everything we do, just to let it be known. So there's no coincidence no more. Ain't no we just, Drake don't know who you is. He. Sloppy know what's up. Sloppy know what's up. Not Like Us was hip hop history. I'm glad to have witnessed it. Right. So you in Copenhagen, thinking you safe because you outside the country. Like this song is not globally the biggest thing in the world. Shows part of your delusion all over again. It was monumental from the moment it came out. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And everybody who's a Drake fan, they running away now. Oh yeah. That's because when you know what's on the surface and you've seen all of it play out, like we seen these guys. These guys are they're the past. Mm-hmm. Oh, they don't want it. Who could forget this man?
Just mid. It was mid. It was mid. It was nothing spectacular. Kendrick fans were just glazing him. It's okay. Drake's had enough.
Chill.
Just mid. It was mid. It was mid. It was nothing spectacular. Kendrick fans were just glazing him. It's okay. Drake's had enough.
Chill.
That's what I love to see. I want more of that. Didn't I tell you I wanted more of that? I wanted more of that to sink into your pores. I want more tears. I want more. Yeah, you got to see it's burning. It's getting all that infection out of your blood system, boy. You gonna learn. And that's why everybody out there gonna realize what sloppy is. He was a virus. And then you pour that alcohol on him, boy. Yeah, that mercurochrome, that methylate. Yeah, peroxide. That's right, that 100 proof. Burn that virus out. Get all that bacteria out of there. Poison in the wound. That's all he is. And now everybody sees it. They know he ain't nothing. That's the beautiful thing about it. The world now sees it. And they waking up. People are waking up. So I'm glad you sent me the Iceman Gervin. He got it signed and all that collector's edition. George Gervin probably didn't even sign that for him. He probably bought that in a store signed somewhere. Like I went and met George Gervin and got it signed. So I'm that guy. People don't sloppy. It's over. It is all over. Listen. Uh-oh, we can't hear it. Hold on, we're going to take it back because we want you to hear all your people.
Why I don't like Drake and haven't liked him for a few years. But at the end of the day, we all know that this is about him not being able to take his L in peace. But this is the same man who has for years siphoned from hip hop anywhere, any region that it was cool at, that something cool was being formed or happening. He siphoned from it and then made it seem like he gave these people a piggyback. Like with the Migos, a lot of people will just say that Drake put them on with his feature on Versace. But Drake has always been very meticulous in taking things that are already about to pop, are already working, and he'll put his little half white boy, Jewish dust on it, and then make it more mainstream. And while that's cool and all, it gets money, it gets people shows, it gets them a quick bag. It never helps the actual Black artists that are fighting their way into the industry. And that's why once I realized Drake kept using that as a tactic, I stopped fucking with Drake in like 2013. Meek was the wrong messenger, but I was 100% behind everything he was saying about why he didn't fuck with Drake. And so now, all these years later, he finally gets called out on his bullshit. And instead of taking his L and really just getting back to him, like making the music that people really loved him for, when I listen to, like, I'll still listen to Take Care or Nothing Was the Same. Nothing Was the Same is one of my favorite hip hop albums. When you listen to him there, it seems like to me, that's where he was authentic. Instead of going back and being introspective and saying, like, you know what, I've been a little bit of a culture vulture. Instead of really doing that, his ass is now trying to prop up the UK as if they could ever compare to anything that Black artists have already laid the ground for in America. And this is why I have the biggest, like, I just don't like him, and I don't think I could ever really listen to anything new that he puts out, because it's like from the very beginning, I wish niggas would have treated Drake like a visitor. Like, this is not your culture, this is not
Right.
your home. And he would have always had a bigger platform, because when white audiences look at him, they see themselves. When Jewish audiences look at him, they see themselves. There's nothing that anybody in hip hop can do about that. But what we can do is what Kendrick did and why it worked. What you can do is you can gatekeep the culture that we have fostered here in America. Hip hop is ours. Hip hop comes from poor Black people from the Bronx bringing something and having something to say. And we should never lose the plot when it comes to that.
Yep, that's a good one. That's a good one. Now, he loves to culturally appropriate or plagiarize.
Yeah, plagiarize, because that's what it is. You got to question this dude's whole career now. When Mob Ties came out, how long has this dude been stealing songs? How many songs did he buy? How many people did he have writing the music? We got to question everything about Sloppy. Everything. Because he making it like it's just a few people running around out here talking about him. No, Sloppy. Everybody's got some Sloppy story. They was like, man, we got everything on Sloppy. Sloppy's a fake. Sloppy's a no good piece of crap. Sloppy is this. Look, guys all know what time it is, Sloppy. Listen, here's another former Sloppy fan.
I like Drake. But it's like, you cannot defend this man. Them abs. Them abs are made of the same material that them arms that SpongeBob had on in that episode is made of. Then it's like, you covered up LeBron tattoo with SGA. You can't beef with LeBron. You think Kendrick fans are crazy. Don't run into one of them people that refer to that man as their glorious king. You witness what LeBron did to the Toronto Raptors. Now just imagine what them fans gonna do when they get a hold to you. I just feel like this rollout that he is. I just feel like you can't do it. You can't. You got all that artillery, but you sued. And the thing about that is, it's a rap beef. A lot of things get said in a rap beef. You just got to take that to the chin.
Ah, yes. Very good point. The antics. Tired.
But you sued. But you sued, Sloppy. That's why you lost all of your hip-hop credibility when you went to court. And we know what you're going to say. I did not sue Kendrick Lamar. I could have, but I didn't. I went after UMG. I went after Not Like Us, the song, for them promoting it. But I did not sue Kendrick Lamar. Now, you can dress it up how you want it, Sloppy. You are suing freedom of speech, which you just was co-signing with Thugger. Make it make sense, Sloppy. Make it make sense, because everybody is tired of Sloppy. It's getting out of hand. Let's listen to this.
Next up.
Listen, we could talk about push-ups. We could talk about Euphoria. We could be like, whose diss track was better? Because I'm not even going to mention Taylor Made. We're not discussing that. That was corny. That was whack. But I feel like the discourse should be, why do all of Drake's peers, all of his homies, his collaborators, hate him? Okay? Why? Why do you have every dude who has worked with you in some capacity not fucking with you?
Ooh.
don't respect you.
Talk to him.
Why? I mean, I have a very biased opinion. 1, I love Kendrick. 2, I hate Aubrey. This is going to be very biased. But if we just looking objectively, you got Rick Ross, you got Kendrick, you got Metro, Future. You have a whole album with that man. They don't respect him. And the reason why I've always been a Drake hater is because I too lack respect for the man. Because he is a fraud.
Talk to him.
He is a fraud. He's
Talk
corny.
to him.
Just like Kendrick said, and I feel like the sentiments for many people who are hip-hop lovers, fans of hip-hop, and not this pop artist who is Drake.
Right.
We liked it better when he was in his feelings Drake, when he was making songs for the ladies Drake. But when he started coming out being this gangster Drake, this hard started from the bottom Drake. What bottom you start from? Middle class Canadian man that was on Degrassi?
Yep.
It's just, you know, real recognize real, and he looking real unfamiliar right now.
Yep.
So I think the conversation should be, why do people hate Drake? And I don't think because he's on top, because Kendrick is on top. J. Cole, the people will say that these are the greatest, that they're the GOATs of right now. But they ain't talking about the three in the same way. And especially people might be pissed off at the fact that, like, this dude be blowing up and he don't even write his own stuff.
Boom.
A lot of people in the industry got ghostwriters. It has to be bigger than that. The fact that he's not trustworthy.
Whoa.
He be stealing people's girls. He be fighting over girls. Could it be the fact that he has inappropriate relationships with young girls?
Boom! Oh! Let it be known.
I'm sorry. I really need someone to call him out. It's not okay. As soon as I saw that he was the texting with 11 to talk about, I was like, baby girl, you're being no, this isn't cute. This isn't, I talked to him about boys. No, I'm sorry. Should be absolutely no reason that a grown man who is not related to you, is not your therapist, is not your social worker, or a trusted adult.
Yep.
In school or whatever, because even then,
you talking to a girl whose name is 11 on the show. Her name was 11.
That you should have an intimate relationship like that with.
I love this one. Very good point. Why is it all the people that used to be rocking with?
Right. That's what I'm saying. You talking to a girl, that's probably what got your attention, because her name was 11. Like, ooh, 11. That's hot. Do you know that your age is the same if you say it backwards? 11 and 11, the 1 and 1. I like that. So you're 13 playing 11. That is so amazing. So can you please come to my show? Oh my gosh, that's what I'm talking about. Letting it be known. Who? And I'm like, the dad is the one you need to question. The dad should have been like, hey, wait a minute. What's going on? What you doing talking to this grown man? He probably the one that shut that down and said, hey, look, we don't need this dude. Oh, we got Asian girl now. Let the Asian girl speak. How she done gave up on Sloppy.
We don't really rock with BBL no more.
If you're a man and you give off Drake vibes to me, Drake the singer, songwriter, all of that, if you give off Drake vibes to me, I will cut you off because I immediately get the ick. I'm not saying that if you listen to Drake, you give off those vibes. A lot of people listen to Drake and they don't give off those vibes. And I cannot explain why I feel this way. I couldn't even give you an example, to be honest. But if you are giving off Drake vibes, like the way that Drake would treat a woman or when he's surrounded by women. If you give off those vibes to me, I cannot be with you and I cannot like talk to you anymore. And if anybody understands what I'm saying, please drop a comment. Because I feel like I'm so alone in this. Because I've never heard anyone else bring it up.
So what this lady is trying to convey here
is that Sloppy
anybody
gives
that
off
gives
a
off
vibe that's a creep. He gives off a creepy vibe and more feminine vibe. And that's not what she's looking for when she's thinking about a man. A man come up with those kind of female tendencies and female vibes. She just, that's not attractive to her. That's what she means. What she means is anybody that acts as weak as this Sloppy, that I got to be his emotional teddy bear. No, I don't need that. This is the kind of guy that freaks out, be hiding under your bed, checking your phone messages. That's the kind of thing Sloppy is. Nobody gonna want to hear from Sloppy. This lawsuit put Sloppy in a bad light. Oh, yeah. Then all these people who he thought he had control over and they got big platforms, he get mad. Even Joe Budden had to tell him, like, man, look, you get mad at anybody that say something against you. He mad at anybody that not like us. Remember, Sloppy was cool with me. I was known as the biggest Drake apologist on YouTube. That's what they would tell you. Sloppy had no problems with me. Then when did Sloppy have a problem with me? The day Euphoria came out. Then here comes Champagne Sloppy. He's angry because I said Euphoria was all that it was. and now he see I'm not alone. Everybody knew it was. Then Sloppy decided to do something stupid. He decided to come after my channel. And once he did that, Sloppy wanted to play. I said, oh, you want to play? Oh, you wants to play. Okay, Sloppy. You want to play? Let me let you know what goes on in my arena. Since you want to get down and dirty, we can get down and dirty. So you wanted to play with the Casino Man. And when people want a problem, I just say no problem. I don't want any problems. But when they say they got a problem, I say no problem. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And thanks for letting me know how many I got. Feel like we was at 270 and I thought we was just there. I haven't even noticed I've gained that many subs. But thank you. I'm quite sure Drake will take credit for all of them. Now, let's get into the gist of all of it. Yeah. Let's get into that. Because Sloppy decided to go back to Copenhagen because he had to go back to Copenhagen to finish that tour because they had already paid his ass. So they were like, look, we'll let you get out of this, but you're going to have to bring your ass back to Copenhagen and get this money. And Sloppy need every dime he can get now. Oh. People at OVO wasn't getting paid. Whole thing shut down. Can't do OVO Fest when you ain't got the money to put up the fest. Oh, yes. By the way, thanks for everybody that went on the Patreon this week. As we've been blowing up on the Patreon and showing you what is what. You're welcome. That's the Carcino for Life Patreon, which is still doing what it do. Because the narratives has already been spun. But they love to think it's just a few people on YouTube that's hating on this man. You let Screwface put out a song that's finna probably outdo your damn song with no promotion but YouTube. He could put that song out right now on iTunes and Apple Music, whatever, then let it go. That song was better than anything you didn't put out. I might have to review it. Oh, yeah. Oh, but the show don't stop. The show don't stop. Let's show this how the fans had turned on it. Let's stay with the fans turning on you, buddy.
Have a battle of words. Drake loses that beef. Yes. We all say Drake loses that beef. We all seen Drake lose that beef. And now he's taking...
So today we are about to react to basically Drake's fan base is turning on him overnight. And the shit is crazy. It's on.
He did, bro. Like, I'm just not a Drake fan. It's overrated to me. Like, I know other people agree. Like, Drake is just so overrated, bro.
Me, I'm people. I agree, bro. And you probably do too if you clicked on this video.
Nigga Drake his ass. Y'all can't even name me 3 good Drake songs.
Okay, see, this is what I was talking about. To me, I feel like this is something that The Weeknd probably gave this nigga, bro. I can literally hear The Weeknd sing this, bro. It's like, yes, that's Drake's voice, but I'm telling you, Drake didn't write that shit.
Oh, you mad because nobody ever did like me. Oh, that way. They try to...
Through a history of all the shit we let Drake get away with. Now, I'm going to preface this with Drake is probably the best or biggest hit maker we've had in this generation of music. Drake has 338 songs that charted on the Billboard Hot 100. 78 of those songs were top 10 hits, and he has 13 #1 Billboard Hot 100 hits. Crazy. He has songs like No Guidance that everybody sung along to you, Wait for You, Life is Good, Going Bad. The list goes on. I mean, he's a fucking hit maker, right? Actually, since the invention of the Spotify Wrapped or Apple Replay, I use Apple Music, so Apple Replay, Drake has been in my top 5 damn near every year, if not my top 5, then my top 10. You can see this was a very light-skinned year for me. This is 2022. I'm showing that as proof. I keep telling niggas I fuck with Drake. I listen to his music. So I'm going to preface this with, I have
to be real with you, bro. You don't fuck with Drake. You fuck with The Weeknd. You fuck with 21 Savage. You fuck. Okay, I just want to make that
on my page. You know, that shit I like to do. You feel me? I tell y'all all the time I listen to Drake music, yet niggas keep saying I'm biased. Let's go through a history of all the shit we let Drake get away with, though. Almost 10 years ago, Meek Mill dropped an album called Dreams Worth More Than Money. This is 2015. We're in 2025 now. On that album, he had a song called Rico, right? On that song, he featured Drake, right? Drake had a verse where he stated things like, the girl of your dreams to me is probably not a challenge. Now, Meek Mill, who admittedly was dealing with addiction at the time, contacted Drake and his team like, yo, is that a shot at me? Because, you know, Meek's whole thing is dreaming. And then the girl of his dreams was Nicki Minaj. She was open about that, yada, yada, yada. The rest is history. Now, during that time, Meek Mill found out that this guy, Quentin Miller, is the one who actually wrote that verse, right? He found out that Quentin Miller wrote that verse. Meek Mill goes on a Twitter rant and exposes the fact that Drake doesn't write his own music. He has a ghostwriter. Then we get a bunch of reference tracks. We don't have to go through their beef and what happened. Drake ends up coming out victorious, and we all wrote.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, bro. It was actually since this Quentin Miller beef when I first. This is actually when it awakened in me where I'm like, I actually don't like this nigga. So, like I said, it's.
You see how everything started coming out about Sloppy now? All it took was the right messenger. See, it had the right messenger. Like the girl said, Meek was the wrong messenger. That was the wrong one. This was the right messenger. This was the right person. Y'all like Pusha T? He was the wrong messenger. The right messenger showed up. And that was Die. I warned Sloppy. Y'all saw me warn Sloppy. Y'all seen me send him the email saying don't battle Kendrick. I've shown everybody that this man has been warned. He didn't listen. He act like, who are you? And all I can say is, okay. And now you done got your ass whooped and you mad at everybody else. It ain't our fault. We told you. You just didn't listen.
Honestly, it's more the antics and shit. It's more the shit that he does than even giving niggas credit because, I mean, I'm going to be honest. I don't like that he take from niggas. I'm going to be real with you. Anyway.
Or people were like, oh, mad people don't write their music. Your favorite probably doesn't write their music. And the real hip-hop purist was like, nah, you can't be like the best rapper. And people say you don't write. But everybody just chalked it up. It was what it was. We all moved past it, right? Even with what got heightened at that time was The Weeknd was got cool with Drake, and The Weeknd gave Drake a couple songs to put on that Drake took and put on his album Take Care. You feel me? And niggas kind of moved past and brushed past that too, but let's move on. We got past the ghostwriting shit. Fast forward a couple years, Drake starts beefing with Pusha T, a beef he inherited from Lil Wayne and Birdman. I mean, we don't got to go through the history of that, right? But Pusha T exposes the fact that Drake did blackface, and I'm like, this is weird. Like, this is weird. And you know what we got told? No, it was for a movie, and you know, you don't get it. The girls who get it. You feel me? I guess. And Drake was doing it it was like a concept, and it was actually speaking on how oppression and yada yada yada, this, that, and the third. And you know what?
Stop the cap.
People chalk that up. It is what it is, Drake. You feel me? You did blackface, cool. It is what it is, gang. Like, it's Drake. You feel me? He did it for a reason. Left it alone. But this is another rough time because at the same fucking time, Pusha T exposed that Drake had a kid that he was not claiming and he was hiding from the world, and this was his baby mom's and all it. And she was for the streets, but Drake ended up getting her pregnant, and you know, he was hiding a child. And you know what they told us? Drake said, I wasn't hiding my kid from the world, I was hiding the world from my kid on his Infamous, which is one of my favorite tracks off of Scorpion. I'm not gonna lie. And everybody just chalked it up. Hey, yo, I mean, he hit his kid. I mean, people gave Drake the L and said he lost to Pusha T, but he dropped Scorpion and, you know, Mob Ties and all that. And everybody was like, nah, that's still Drake. Like, you feel me? Like, you know, niggas wrote it off, and it was what it was. Niggas keep giving Drake passes. Like, you feel me? He keeps walking out pretty like scot-free. You know, you might have said the Pusha T battle like harmed his image a little bit, but he was for the most part good, right? Now Drake drops CLB, Honestly Nevermind, Her Loss, For All the Dogs. He goes on this run, he does some tours. You feel me? He locks in. He cements himself as the biggest artist of our generation, right? Biggest rap artist, especially of our generation, one of the biggest artists in the world. Along the likes of like Taylor Swift, Bruno Mars, Bad Bunny, The Weeknd, Drake's name is in that mix, right? One of the biggest artists in the world. Then the Kendrick Lamar beef happens, and Kendrick Lamar and Drake have a battle of words. Drake loses that beef. We all say Drake loses that beef. We all seen Drake lose that beef. And now he's taking Kendrick Lamar to court over diss songs. Well, not Kendrick, sorry.
I was gonna say it's actually UMG. UMG's being taken to court, but Kendrick Lamar's included in the lawsuit. They included YouTubers in the lawsuit. I'm not big enough to be included, but that's why I'm like, okay, if it's safe for me to talk about Drake, I'm gonna just go ahead and keep doing my thing. But yeah, bro, leave a like on this video. Like literally, we need to push this out to the algorithm, bro. I'm telling you, share this video with a Drake fan. Like we need to wake people up, bro, immediately.
Wake up!
He's not taking Kendrick Lamar to court. He's taking UMG to court over Kendrick Lamar's diss songs. And niggas is trying to find another excuse. Why is it that anytime, again, I can scream from the mountaintops, I listen to Drake music. I can scream from the mountaintops, I will continue to listen to Drake's music. But why is it when you call out shit that Drake has done or shit that Drake does in a negative manner, people have to point out, you're a hater, you're biased. Niggas, like, I blocked them immediately, so y'all probably don't really see the comments like that.
Shout out to him. I don't be blocking it, but that's what I was saying at the intro of well, I don't know if I said it in this video, but every time I make a Drake video or every time I even make a YouTube short about Drake, people immediately come to the comments like, oh, bro, you're hating, bro. Why are you hating? You're forcing it. You know what I'm saying? Just talking crazy, bro. Talking crazy. It's annoying, really.
I'm just like, oh, you a fucking dick riding glazer, all talking crazy, bro. Talking crazy. Anytime you mention some shit negative about Drake, there's a list of fucking excuses that you just gotta be okay with. And if you be like, nah, like that's a L, like this a bitch ass move, niggas is gonna find every fucking excuse in the book. And if you don't agree, they're gonna call you a fucking hater. Y'all niggas is weird, bro. Y'all niggas is weird. There's shit I even left out of this video that I could like nitpick about Drake. But every fucking thing, there's an excuse.
Yeah, he cursing too much. Like I said, YouTube pays you less if you be cursing in the video. So that's it for this one, man. But I'm telling y'all, this man really said what had to be said. I couldn't have said it better myself.
And he's right. And here's the main problem that people are faced with when dealing with Champagne Sloppy. You see, when you're dealing with Sloppy, you're dealing with a whole commission. You're dealing with a whole lot of people. So when you're trying to gauge it now, everything has been exposed. So you don't know, or you can't trust anything that he made. Any song that you like, you don't know who made it. That's probably Weeknd, 21 Savage, Party. You don't know Vori. You got Quentin Miller. Who else has written writing for him? Dude, if you look at Scorpion, you know how many writers on there? He didn't write a damn thing. I can't trust Drake wrote his own name. That's somebody else's handwriting. I don't trust nothing about that dude. A collaboration is when you and somebody else work on a goddamn record. Not somebody else make the damn song and then you go ahead and say everything he just goddamn said. That ain't a collaboration. That's you make the song and then I'm gonna just put it in my name. That ain't no collaboration. Is it a collaboration when you do my homework and I write my name on it and turn it in? Did we collaborate on that homework? No, Drake signed his name on the paper. Somebody was doing that boy homework every day. I can't tell you nothing he wrote. I can't trust nothing about this dude. It would not surprise me if it come out that this dude can't read or write. They're gonna be like, he can't read or write. I'll be like, oh, it all makes sense now. It all makes sense now for Sloppy. Drake make it sound good. Well, yeah, the song was nice, but if I go listen to the reference track. The reference track sounds just as good, if not better. We just didn't know Vori. But if we listen to Mob Ties and we hear Vori, then Drake turned on Vori. He turned on Quentin Miller. And it wasn't Quentin Miller's fault about what happened. And then it's all the propaganda that comes along with Sloppy. You got to deal with the false propaganda that comes along with him. That's the main problem that people don't understand. It's this fake machine that he got to try to keep his name out there. He started putting out fake reference tracks to try to say, see, that's fake. That's not even a real reference track, to make it look like all of it's fake because the leaks was coming. But see, I knew they were real because I had Drake's unreleased music, and I was like, I'm gonna make it proven to you that is real. I'm gonna show to the whole world that it's real. Mm-hmm. Oh, I think I still have it. I'm gonna try to look for it right now. Okay. No mistakes. UMG sent the claim in for Drake on No Mistakes. Do you remember No Mistakes by Drake? See, I put out those reference tracks. They didn't like that. So he had UMG come in. Copyright. No Mistakes. Claimed by UMG. So that was Ye, because he was dissing Drake on No Mistakes. So it started from there as the sloppy turns. I know, and everybody is turned on him. Even Joe Budden is sick of him. I'm trying to find it. Oh, they real good at it. You see, they real good at hiding it. Mm. Oh yeah, that's when they came with that nonsense. All right. Drake and over there, the Scorpion reaction. Mm-hmm. Oh, he's good. He's good at hiding this stuff. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and find it. I'm gonna bring it all back. See, I'm just looking at it now. See, Sloppy, no. If I find it, it's over. See, he don't want that. Because a lot of people are through with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, they know what time it is when it comes to Sloppy. Like, it's a done deal. And everybody's looking at him now is like, okay. He does, all his respect is gone. You feel me?
Drake's involvement with underage girls, like Millie Bobby Brown, and the girl that was on stage that he said, I know you're underage now, but your breasts are so beautiful. UMG about to go in. Drake, what was you thinking? I'm come to find out, Drake sued Degrassi before his rap career because they wouldn't take him out of a wheelchair. He been this Karen. He acting like his mother right now. But to get back on track, UMG is about to do exactly what Kendrick's songs were saying. Drake is so stupid, he don't even understand. You turned UMG into K-Dot. But K-Dot couldn't really say this shit and get away with it. UMG is about to say it in court. All of that shit coming out now. Oh, because you couldn't take Not Like Us. Drake lucky. He lucky if he just go broke after this. He could fuck around and end up in jail. Oh, because you couldn't take a rap diss? Bro, I don't get this. I know you Drake fans, hang it up. That boy a whole Karen. He in court over rap lyrics. That ain't what we do. He out the culture. There's no way back in.
Facts.
He better hope he make it out of court. Shit, fuck rap. He might not make it back out the courts. UMG is about to drop the bomb on him, bro. And they putting out his contract, his recording contract. You want to see Kendrick percentages? UMG about to show yours to the court. They about to show that whole 360. All them people around you, Drake, nobody warned you? Or you was just too pig-headed? You just thought everything gonna go your way. Why? Because you half Jewish? In the courtroom, you are still understand me? You might be half Jew, but in the court, you see the side of your nose, Drake? You are that's all you are in the court. They can't see your pale skin. They see your big nose and your lips. They see your hair that nap up every once in a while. See, us that grew up with this, with the real, we know not to play games with the courts. Even when you're innocent, the court find a way to do you dirty. But once again, he thought he was going to ride it in the system, ride these courts on his Jewish side. Nah, bro, and you just grew your braids back? You were...
So like my guy said, you didn't turn UMG into K-Dot. Listen, you couldn't take an L that bad, man. I could tell you.
Look at him, boy, doing his Texas two-step. Did I tell you? Mm-hmm. I'm just looking at all the stuff I had to go through with Sloppy. Oh, 100%.
Because of where he was raised or the music he does or what his mom looks like. Have you seen any of these UMG execs? Have you seen what they look like? Why does UMG have more of the control to the compensation of the artists that we love? Why do they have control over what music you actually get to hear if you turn on the radio? There are connections to these streaming services, radio stations, award shows, TV, any type of like large media platforms. Like they get to choose who gets put in your face. So they choose essentially how hip hop sounds to the rest of the world. But yet you're mad at Drake. Your hatred for Drake blinds you to the fact that UMG is the one who's pushed Drake. UMG is the one who's pushed Kendrick. They push the major artists. So why not be mad at UMG for pushing artists that don't contribute to hip hop if that's your thing? You know, like that. Does that make sense to y'all? The new thing that I'm seeing is that UMG is going to release some documentation showing that Drake, you know, had something with underage girls or something like that. If that is even true, I don't know. I'm not these guys. I'm not friends with these guys. If that happened to be true, that doesn't make UMG good or UMG like a positive figure in, you know, abuse. That means that they were holding on to this information as long as they could benefit and monetize from someone. Like that still makes this like a horrible system, a horrible corporation that would benefit off other people's abuse as long as they can still, you know, get money from it. They would let this thing go under the table as long as they can still get paid. There is no reason in this to root for UMG. All they're going to do, if Drake is gone, guess what they're going to do? They're going to make another Drake. They're getting rid, always call it like getting rid of ants. Like, if you keep stepping on ants, you'll realize ants will keep coming. You got to go to the anthill. The anthill here are these corporations, these rotten record label banks, whatever you want to call them. Like, they are the reason that you have issues with hip hop.
This just exposes UMG's tactics. Because if these things are true about being...
Yeah, well, it proves it's true. Sloppy's in the grease.
Now, most of us have moved on. We've declared Kendrick the winner. Even a lot of his fans have already said that Kendrick won the rap battle. But he's trying to have UMG give him proof that Kendrick beats Whitney and that Dave Free is actually his child's father, because he wants to be able to tell the public, hey, I actually won because I didn't lie. There's proof about what I said. And the fact that he's asking UMG to provide him that proof means that he made it up. Because if you had proof on your side, if you're saying what you said about Kendrick was correct, then you wouldn't need UMG to provide you with evidence to support your accusations. But if UMG can provide him that evidence, then he can go to the public and try to humiliate Kendrick and say, he didn't win because none of the things he said about me have been proven to be true. His only misstep is forgetting who UMG was. UMG made millions of dollars in investment. They protect their investments. It's a reason why Drake hasn't been really caught up in any major scandals, because they step in and protect him and bury the stories. That's why they censored Pusha T after the story of Adidon, because they were protecting their investment. Drake can't afford to have scandals. That's why this looks so bad, because they know where the body's buried. They know what the fuck you did, Drake. They've had people following you around, taking videos, taking pictures, almost your whole damn career, because they need to protect their investment. They need to be able to get ahead of a story or ahead of a scandal if it happens. And you just shot yourself in the foot by challenging them in court, even though they've protected you all these years. We're about to see some shit.
We're about to see some shit indeed. Now, she got a good point.
And now, everybody can see what's going on here. It's clear. And of course, this is why, again, they were so mad at me. See that boy Sino was exposing a lot. They didn't like that. Boom, let me show y'all. Ba-ba! Who remembers this? Let's go behind door number 1. Boom, boom. Y'all look at that and go, what the heck is that? Who is that? That is a 17-year-old girl who's being followed by Drake's daddy. Why is the real Dennis G following a 17-year-old model? That's a good like father, like son, huh? Is that what they trying to pull? Ooh, it's finna get, man, we about to go there. Doc spun the block for every, nah. Damn, that's tough. Let's go, Sloppy. Is this all I got to talk about? What do you want to talk about, Don Prince? Did you not hear about it? If you on the Patreon, you should know we got a lot to talk about. You was on One Crack News, you know we had a lot to talk about. Yeah. But right now, why you don't want to hear about Juicy Smollett or Drizzy Smollett? Oh, this is huge. Oh, everybody in here want me to talk about it. So let's talk about it. Dennis, the real Dennis G, that's his daddy. And he following this woman right here, Aya Tanajali. Right? That's the first domino. Now let's get into it. That's the first domino. That's her.
Be honest, what do you think about the Drake allegations?
Yes, speak on it.
Would you let
That's
Drake, would you let Drake like you?
That'll be something I can't confess. I mean, not confess, something I can't talk about because that'll be in the court.
The court.
So why is the girl, Drake? Why is the girl? Yeah, now I told y'all. When Sino come up here, it's different. Sino come up here with info. Sino bring that information, baby. Sino bring that info, buddy. Here's a 17-year-old girl followed by Drake's daddy. She misunderstood what he asked her. He asked her, would she F Drake? She thought he asked her, did she F Drake? And she couldn't. She was thinking about, like, can I say something? Hit the like button, buddy. Drake, you thought you could hide all of this. You tried to hide it. You went over there and tried to cover with this girl. Oh, buddy. Let's see if academics cover this. Hey, academic, cover this. Why is Drake's daddy following this 17-year-old girl? Please tell the world. The real Dennis G is following this young woman right here. You got this young girl under your daddy name, boy. Then it gets crazy. Let's go and listen to it one more time so that we can all be clear. Look, he's shocked as hell because he didn't expect to hear all of this.
Drake.
What?
You're a victim?
No.
Wait, they said Drake dad follow you?
Who do?
Be honest, what do you think about the Drake allegations?
Yes, speak on it.
Would you let
That's
Drake, would you let Drake like you?
That'll be something I can't confess. I mean, not confess, something I can't talk about because that'll be in the court.
Why would it be in court?
The court.
Why would it be in court if you didn't mess around and sleep with Drake? Oh, buddy boy. Buddy boy. Drizzy. You got a lot of explaining to do, Sloppy. A lot of people are not happy with you, Sloppy. And you can't say, well, 16 is the legal age in Canada. That's never gonna go over well with anybody in the United States. That's never gonna go over well here, bro. Let me tell you, bro, it's never gonna go over well with us. Not in this country. We do not care to hear that as an excuse. 16 is the legal age here. We do not want to hear that, bro. Remember his thing with Billie Eilish? Billie Eilish says, I'll be 18 tomorrow. And Champagne Sloppy responds, I've been waiting. Send this video to the judge pronto. Look at Champagne Sloppy. That's you, Sloppy. Billie Eilish was turning 18. She was like, I'll be 18 tomorrow. Sloppy said, I've been waiting. You've been waiting on a teenager to hit 18. Nasty, dirty, filthy McNasty. Filthy McNasty sat back and said, I've been waiting. There is Champagne Sloppy. That's y'all artist. Oh, that's him, Stefan. That is Champagne Sloppy's remark. So K-Dot already knew this is a sick man with sick thoughts. I think nigga like it would die. Now you ask him to explain that. Bet you he don't. I've been waiting by Champagne Sloppy. This is why he mad at me. Because that truth is something else. Yep. So why Sloppy ain't explain this? 37, but he's showing up as a 7-year-old. I've been waiting by Champagne Sloppy. What was you waiting to do? She's 18, so you still can't take her out drinking. I was like, what are you was waiting for? So you can't, she 18 now. You can't tell me nothing. It's like, what is you doing?
Know what I mean? He's at a level in his life where he doesn't need to be nice.
Boom. Want y'all to see this. Billie English says she's turning 18 tomorrow. Congratulations, Billie English. Drake, I've been waiting. You've been waiting so you can make it public? I've been waiting.
Like texted him, but he's so nice. Like he does not need to be nice. You know what I mean? He's at a level in his life where he doesn't need to be nice, but he is. Drake is like the nicest dude I've ever spoken to. I mean, I've only like texted him, but he's so nice. Like he does not need to be nice. You know what I mean? He's at a level in his life where he doesn't need to be nice, but he is. Drake is like the nicest dude I've ever spoken to. I mean, I've only like texted him, but he's so nice. Like he does not need to be nice. You know what I mean? He's at a level in his life where he doesn't need to be nice, but he is.
Now they talking about a Drake slander campaign. Why would that be slander? How am I slandering? That's what he said. How is that a slander campaign when those words actually came out of his mouth? That. Okay. Don't you never hold your son? Ain't that what he? That. Okay. No way. Now let's get back to K dot. He never holds his son. He never holds his son. Why do you never hold your son? Why don't you never hold your son? Ain't that what he doing? He holding his son, feeding his son? What do you be talking about, Drake? You don't even know what the hell you talking about. He don't never hold his son, and he's smiling. So he never, ever is with his son. He never holds his son. Taking care of his son and feeding his son, raising his son. Yep. Then, he ready to fight. Y'all remember that, right? You ready to fight? This looking like Nas and Jay-Z for real. Jay-Z wanted to fight Nas. He wanted to put it on pay-per-view and have a fight with Nas, a boxing match. Jay started taking up boxing. Nas is like, dog, pay-per-view is for boxers and wrestlers. I rap. You supposed to be the better rapper than me, then prove it. Kendrick would whoop Drake. Drake would lose there too. Kendrick can box. As you see right now, look at what K-Dot is doing. Look how he's slipping. He's fighting like actual boxing. Look how Drake is doing. His head, he's throwing punches with his head. Look at him. Head ain't all in the air, no head movement. He ain't ducked nothing. He will be catching everything on that damn beard. Wop, wop, wop. Kendrick would drop him in 3 seconds. He would lose there too. Look how he's hitting the bag. He ain't moved his head, no head movement. Kendrick is fighting like an actual boxer. He's sparring like for real. Slipping, look at the movement of Kendrick. Look at him. See that? Look how he's ducking the chin under. Look how he slip under the punches. Pop, 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 slip. And look how he step out. That's boxing. I don't know what the fuck Drake doing. I don't know what he's doing. He's just playing, I'm going to hit your hand. Yeah. Tough, man. I'm tough, man. Look at that. My head don't move. I'm Balboa Rocky. Forget ASAP Rocky. I'm Balboa Rocky. He wants to fight. He want to fight Kendrick and do it for charity. He was like, I'll fight him, man. We could set it up for charity or something. He can donate something to Compton. And then we could dap it up in the end and we'll just put an end to this. But yeah, I'll get him in the ring, man. Because that's disgusting what he's doing. That's disgusting. Tell him I'll fight him. Sloppy is once again proven, this is just vintage him. And I'm like, dog, you tried to be French Montana. That was you. You decided you wanted to try to steal French Montana's look. And then y'all gonna be the Bodega Boys. You stole his look. You wanted to look like French. You went and grew a beard out to try to be like French Montana. See, people didn't even pay attention how you just jacked the man whole style and what he looked like. You stole the man whole look. Start wearing your hair like him and everything. You start, I'm gonna get the braids. I'm gonna be like French Montana. I'm gonna be like, we're gonna be like brothers. Swagger Jacker. Swagger Jack the man whole style and what he looked like. Oh, but last but not least, Sloppy. Oh, last but not least, Champagne Sloppy, we got something for you. We got something just for you because you tried to delete it. Teenagers. There you go, Sloppy. Talking about we major. I'm serenading teenagers. The girl I call Flacasita. Yeah, you were serenading a teenager on date. In there with a teenager. You made her take the video down, Sloppy. Flacasita. From Turk and Caicos. You remember that, Sloppy? You thirsting over a waitress. This is, and then the rhyme he wrote. I ain't never gonna forget this. Look at that. That's Flacasita, the one and only, no duplication, could never be in a new location. We drink enough for 2 vacations, tequila and salt water combination. And this is the guy y'all said gonna be Kendrick. Look at him. That's the guy y'all said beat Kendrick. Oh my God. I'm done. I just sloppy. Goofy. All this for a teenager. You taking a teenager out to dinner. I already bet against the Knicks, and I can't wait. What time is it now? 5:38? All right. F Drake. And we finna get up out of here. Kendrick's the winner. Shouts out to all y'all that subscribe to the page. Hopefully y'all all subscribe.
Everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
What's up?